Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be covering free-to-play Gruul Riot. If you're new to the channel or new to the series, the free-to-play series is designed for new players to the game of MTG Arena who don't have a ton of wild cards to throw around and looking to put together a fun, competitive deck to play on Arena that's outside of the welcome starter decks, or for those players who are not really going to put any money into gems to buying packs, opening stuff like that, and gives you some new ideas, cool ideas on what you can do with some commons and uncommon cards. So my definition of a free-to-play deck is a deck that consists of no more than 4 mythic / wild cards total. So everything else is common and uncommon cards, so they're relatively easy to put together decks. And tonight we're going to be covering over Gruul Riot. Super fun mechanic. One of my favorites, actually. So let's get into this one. So the heart and soul of the Gruul Riot deck, in my opinion, is going to be Rhythm of the Wild, so we might as well start this one off with a bang. For 1 red, 1 green, and 1 colorless, you get an enchantment. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Oh boy, is that huge, especially with all the control decks that are floating around out there, and the fact that this deck is basically all creatures. It does put you in a pretty strong position to not get your creatures countered. The other part to that, however, non-token creatures you control have Riot. Now, the interesting part is Riot is a mechanic that stacks. So if your creature already has Riot, they get to trigger it once more. If you have 3 Rhythm of the Wilds in play, you get to fire that mechanic off 3-4 times. It's actually really kind of crazy. And for the record, what the Riot mechanic does when a creature comes into play, it gives you the option of either giving the creature haste or a +1/+1 counter. So, let's get to the rest of the deck. The low-level stuff, Shock helps you get some early presence to make sure that those creatures are out of your way, that you want out of your way. Llanowar Elves are there to help you ramp into some of the larger creatures that we're going to have here. Lightning Strike serves the same purpose as Shock, except for a little bit bigger creatures. And then those are the spells, for the most part. The rest of this is going to be creatures. Kraul Harpooner is here. Granted, does not have the Riot mechanic itself, but I love this card for multiple reasons. Mostly this is there to take out flying creatures on its interim when it comes in. If you do have Rhythm of the Wild in, this does become a 4/3 that can take out almost all the flyers in the game. If you have creatures in your graveyard, it gets even bigger. So, fantastic little card. One of my other favorites, the Zhur-Taa Goblin. It is a 2/2 with Riot for 2 mana, 1 red and 1 green. Basically, it's a 3/3 if you really want it to be, or a 2/2 with haste. The two of the 4 rares in this deck is going to be the Gruul Spellbreaker. This is a must-have, and if you're going to improve upon this deck, I would definitely go with 4 of these. It is a 3/3 for 1 red, 1 green, and 1 colorless. Has Riot and Trample, and as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have Hexproof. Guess what? You can't be Settled the Wreckage, because Settled the Wreckage targets you. He also has Hexproof. So again, if you have Rhythm of the Wild down, he's a 4/4 or a 5/5 or a 6/6. If you have multiples, it gets kind of crazy relatively quick. This one I'm not so sold on, but it is a deck designed to be for free players. This is the Ghor-Clan Wrecker. It is for 4 mana for 2/2 for Riot with Menace. Now the Menace does get to be super annoying to your other opponents, so it does have its purposes, but this is probably one of the cards I'd rotate out as you further improve the deck. Now this one here, I like this one. I recognize that he's a common card, but he's a pretty beefy common card. He is the Frenzied Arynx, and that is a 3/3 for 4 mana, 1 red, 1 colorless, and 2 colorless. That's what I meant to say. 1 red, 1 green, and 2 colorless. He has Riot and Trample, and you can dump 6 mana into him for a good mana sink and give him +3/+0 until end of turn. Your other rare / mythic cards are going to be the Skarrgan Hellkite. Oh boy, is this card a ton of fun. 2 red, 3 colorless for a 4/4 flying dragon with Riot. If you spend 1 red and 3 colorless, you can deal 2 damage divided amongst any number of 1 or 2 targets you like, and you can activate this as only if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. So you're going to want to put this in at minimum with the +1/+1 counter. Otherwise, it's just a 4/4 flying Riot dragon. So you really do want to, you can give it haste, but you would want to have Rhythm of the Wild in play to be able to also trigger his abilities. Street Riot, I totally forgot I put in this one here, and this is a ton of fun actually. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control get a +1/+0 and have Trample. So it makes all of these other creatures that you're building up with +1/+1 tokens from Riot, give them Trample on top of it. Why not? Lots of fun. Mana base, relatively simple. 7 mountains, 7 forest, 4 Gruul Guildgates, and 4 Timber Gorge. Again, if you really want to get into the colors, you would want to spend some rare wild cards to get into the Shocklands and the Dominaria lands at this juncture, depending on when you're viewing this. I did specifically go with the Guilds of Ravnica era because they're going to be in standard for 2 years or so, or about a year and a half from the time at the time of recording. So these should stay relevant for quite some time as you're watching this video. So in any case, let's go play some games with it. This is easily my favorite mechanic that came out of the entire block of Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance. It's so green-red. It's so green. It's such a cool mechanic, and it can get out of hand really fast. Especially if you're able to get down like multiple rhythms of the wild. Oh. And I'm aware, like, World Warriors is like a really big thing. Okay. Always when I record. So yeah, this is kind of a good starting hand if we had a green mana. If we had a green mana, this is great. Unfortunately, I'm going to mulligan that one. And then give me all tap lands. And let me play a turn behind. Oh, that's actually kind of good. So we will say hello and be kind to our opponent. Drop the Timber Gorge, because at least next turn I can get the Goblin down. This looks like it might be Drakes. Let's drop the Goblin. Let's make him a 3/3. And we're 1 mana away from getting rid of the Wild down. And then this starts getting really crazy. Enigma Drake. Yep, that is as I feared. So we're going to hold off. Probably should have gone in and killed, like, attacked him, had him block with the Drake, and then shocked it, but I want to hold off for just 1 turn. Don't see many people bring Glass of the Guildpact in for the Drake's deck. That's interesting. Okay, I'll take a damage. Ah, he's gonna go ahead. Okay, I see where we're going here. Well, this is where we're gonna want our Gruul. This is where he's gonna come into play. Okay, since we can't use it, we will drop a second Rhythm of the Wild, and maybe when this thing comes out, this is gonna start getting really funny. Now again, having 2 of those in play, he can't counter my spell, my creature spells, and since this is mostly creatures, so on face value, he's coming down as a 5/5 with trample. I'm gonna make him a 6/6 just to scare him. So here's where Rhythm of the Wild stacks. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little 1/1 counters. Now that's out of Lava Coil range. Okay, I'm just going to do that again. He's doing it mostly to give the Enigma Drake his bumps. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little 1/1 counters. And let's do this one while we're at it. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little 1/1 counters. And then all of a sudden I have some big scary creatures. That's why I love this deck. It's so much fun. Nice. Mutiny. Never see that card run. You never see that card run. So a Lightning Strike would be awesome right now. Yeah, that Guild of the Glassback. That's an interesting addition. So I think we're going to go 1 of those, 2 of those, and give it haste. I mean, I'm going to eat those no matter what. Lightning Strike would have been nice, but it is what it is. Oh well, unfortunately we didn't get to see any of our anti-flyers. This is actually a really interesting version of the Is It Drake's deck. Unnecessary, but okay. Here, if we want to cast unnecessary spells, there. You can have one too, sir. Never seen anyone run Glass of the Guild Pack with a Drake's deck. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Ooh, finished a mission, wasn't even paying attention. Let's just keep going. Keep on going. I'm having a really horrible losing streak going on camera. Like, I'll play decks and they're like really, really good, and then I go to record for the videos, and then I start losing every game I play with them. It's actually kind of disheartening, I'm not gonna lie. There you are. We needed you last game. This has a whole bunch of good possibilities on. I think we're gonna keep this. We'll drop the Guildgate and say hello. So ideally, if you're playing... Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be asked to drop something. Although he is playing the common version, so maybe he's playing a Dimir deck that isn't nearly as fast. Nope. That's not going to be it. Thought Erasure. Come on, you know you have it. Oh, interesting. Do I want to kill that? No, that's actually not much of a threat. I'm going to go Rhythm of the Wild here. Nope, I shall wait. He's actually no threat to me whatsoever, and I really want to start building up all this other stuff. Departed Deckhand. That is a pain in the butt to deal with. Sure, we can trade. Okay, so I have all the mana for the Hellkite. So we're going to give it a +1/+1 counter and haste. And say, go. So much fun. Oh, next turn. Next turn. I'm probably going to make it a 6/6. Because I can Lightning Strike this thing off the board. Now, if he's a newer player, he's trying to figure out why he didn't get the opportunity to block. That's because Menace requires that you have 2 creatures, and he only has 1. So he's going to be a real thorn in his side if he doesn't have a second creature to cast. Which is probably what he's debating here. Ravenous Chupacabra. He's going to regret that decision here in a moment. Ooh, I like both of these choices, but this just makes me giggle. Five flying haste, and I can start blowing your stuff up. Another Chupacabra. I see how you are. So this will come in as... We're going to go with the 6/6 or 5/5 variety. We're going to kill that unblockable spirit because it's annoying. And I have the mana to give it even more to make it an 8/5. So why did I go with 2 counters and not give it haste? Because these are 2 creatures here that could possibly kill it. So I wanted to put it above the damage that the 2 blocking Chupacabra could put out. He is in some thought. He's definitely putting some thought behind this. Another departed deckhand. Okay. Well, that just means I simply have to kill that again. I can't imagine he's going to attack because he's going to hold back for the block. So nothing interesting here. We will drop the departed deckhand again. And we will swing in for the attack. Nice! Direfleet Poisoner. Unfortunately, that has Death Touch, so that's going to cost me. The upside is the deck is mostly creatures, and I have enough mana to cast every one of them. Love the animation on that. Love it. Yep, now I'm going to be eating those. So now, when I need creatures, now I'm going to get everything else. We had such a good start. Such a good start. The Chupacabras were a good pull. Having two of them in hand to be able to take out our creatures. I mean, it is an aggro deck, so if you have the things to kill them, unfortunately, that is going to be most likely game. Because even though I have this, and as cool as that's going to be, I'm still going to lose to the 3/3 flyer he has in the air. Darn it. Sounds like somebody came up to the house and the dogs are saying hello. Sorry if you can hear that. Ah, darn. Alright, we're going to give it another shot. We're going to keep going. Kindly ask them to lower the volume of their voices. Aww. Aww. If I had one more mana, let's try it and see what happens. I've lost every game I've played so far, so why would this be any different? We will say hello. All my 4-drops. That's really weird. Rhythm of the Wild, that'd be really, really nice if I can get another mana. I actually need 2 mana, because like even if I were to drop that, it doesn't help me. Oh, I wonder if this is that Dino deck. I played against a Dino deck the other day where it was all built around the rage mechanic, and they had Forerunners and they had all these other things, and they were nope. Well, this is something different. I'm not sure what this is, but this is something different. Sure. I need to be able to drop something. We will give it the +1/+1 counter. Make it a little bit tougher. And I can kill his wall. I get 1 more mana. Things are going to start looking up. Reckless Rage. Interesting. He's doing it to be able to incite his own. There we go. That's what we're looking for. We are going to kill this dinosaur in response, of course. Kill ours, I kill yours. That's how it works, my friend. Dropping 3 of these is going to be interesting, because they're going to be basically 5/5s. It's like this deck doesn't know what it wants to do. I'm going to give this one haste and take a swing at him. I've got 2 more that I can bump up to the 5/5 range, but I really want to make this a threat. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I need 6 to get him up to the +3. So 1 more mana, and I'm really going to start putting some pressure on him. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm just going to drop these as 5/5s. Lightning strike me person. See, that's an even better reason to do it, because he can't actually lightning strike this itself. My goodness. This is almost straight up red burn. What's he gonna do? He's gonna take it. Now, if he's got enough burn spells, we're probably done. Just having the combination of Gutter Snipe and Electrostatic Field down. This is where I wish I had my... And that's enough. Interesting red burn deck. Not all the standard normal cards in straight up red burn. Fairly disappointing, but we're going to continue on, because I know we can get a win with this deck. I think of all the decks that we've done in the free-to-play series, this is one of the ones that I'm competent in, is a pretty good deck. I mean, don't get me wrong, are there cards in here that you'd probably want to switch out for something else? Yes, absolutely, but we're trying to highlight the mechanic. I could see this. We'll keep this. Shaper Sanctuary. This should be interesting. Ooh, that's a good pull. Druid of the Cow. Looks like we're going to go on a ramp run here. I don't think he's going to have a ton of flyers, so I think I'm safe dropping one of these. Fine Mare. Cool. I have a blocker for it. Nope. I shall wait. Another Shaper Sanctuary. Interesting. So wait, that's super counterintuitive. Why would you put Shaper Sanctuary and then put Vinemare in the mix? I don't get that. Because it's a hexproof creature. I'll never be able to target it with a spell or ability, so why would you even want to do that? Let's go with this. Let's make it a little bit more... to make sure that I can actually kill his Vinemare when it comes in. Give him a moment of pause. I'm willing to lose it, are you? Sure. Because I take out 2 of your spells for that. I'm totally okay with that. I can pull this off. I can make my Llanowar Elf even scarier. Fear my 3/3 Llanowar Elf that can kill your Vinemare. Haha, mine's bigger than yours. My elf. My elf is clearly bigger than his. You want to lose your Vinemare to that? Okay. And 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians right there. Number 5. A 5/5 Menacer. And all your big creatures are gone now. Because... reasons? So you need to block with at least 2 creatures there. I assume you're not going to do that. Ha-ha! I knew it! I knew we could get a win with this deck. Admittedly, though, I'm not sure why he made the decisions he made in that. Like, I don't know why he attacked with a Vine Mirror when I had a 3/3 Llanowar Elf that was clearly disposable. Alright, we're going to go one more. Maybe we can get on a roll here. Get 2 wins in a row. That'd be really, really nice. But yeah, no, he made some questionable decisions on that one. I don't know that I would... Like, when he charged in with the Vine Mirror that he had that had Blanchwood armor on. I had enough to kill it. Like, why do it? Build up a little. Aww. Eh, maybe not so bad. Build up a little. In your force so that you can get beyond my number so that you're not losing your creature. We're going to go with the old goblin. I like hanging on to my Kraul Harpooners when I don't know what I'm playing against, because if he is a flyer, it's a wasted enter the battlefield effect to just throw him out there for no reason. Sprawlings. Ooh, this should be interesting. We shall Rhythm of the Wild here. Sure, let's go in and punch some Sprawlings in the face. Yeah, so if he's got a flyer up in the air, keeping this thing in hand... Ooh, Nightmare. Good, 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 good. Luckily for me, I have an answer to that. Nope, I'm good. Yeah, when you start getting into the double Rhythm of the Wild territory, it's really stupid how good this is. Leonin. Alright, I need creatures on the board. Nope, I'm good. He wants to come in with them. He's going to lose them. I need 1 more mana is what I need. I actually need several mana. Haha! We have an answer for that as well. So I will do that, I will do that. And I will do... Hang on, I'll wait until it's done. I have made that mistake before where I have clicked on the wrong one and dropped that. And we'll put the counters on, which goes above his Resplendent Angel, and go ahead and kill his Resplendent Angel. See? Super fun. No, I think we're good. The Gruul Spellbreaker here, this is going to be fun too to have in. See, this is where he's going. He's going for the flying creatures. Let's drop this in. We're going to go 1, 2, give it haste as a 5/5, and say, come at me, bro. One more mana, and this would be really nice. So what this deck does, this uses spells like his Sprawling Migration in conjunction with Divine Visitation. So every time he's casting a 1/1 Sprawling, he's actually getting a 4/4 in exchange. Now that's an interesting addition to that. To have a Cleansing Nova... One, two, three. 6/6 trample. 1 more mana, and I've got... See, the problem, of course, is he's going to bump this up, and he's going to be starting... Well, it already puts out a 4/4. So he's actually not going to get the benefit to that. It'd be so much nicer if I could actually get 1 little, 2 little... He needs 2, buddy. He needs 2. I need just 1 more mana. 1 more mana, and I've got a response for his Resplendent. There we go. Yep, unfortunately, this is where it's going to go. We might not be out. We might not be too bad. He's still got enough 4/4 flyers out there to really be a problem. But I have seen players take moments of pause in this instance. However, he did not. So, he knew he had the win here. Good game. Oh well, we have to do some fun stuff with this deck. I really do enjoy this mechanic. It's a ton of fun. So, I'm alright with that. I'm alright. I'm going to go back to brewing new decks whenever we have War of the Spark coming out on this one. So, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, always helps out the channel, and really do appreciate it. If you are so inclined as well, there is a Patreon as well. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. So, as far as the next free-to-play decks, I'm going to do a best of. There's 2 decks I really, really want to focus on in the next video, which is Mono White, or Mono Red, and Mono Blue. I've avoided them in this series because they're not in the Guilds of Ravnica, you know, the Ravnica block, but they need to be focused on. And as far as the Azuria Senate and their addendum, of all the mechanics in the block of Ravnica, you know, Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, that is the one that I can't find a way to build a deck of focusing around. If you have an idea on how to focus a deck specifically around the addendum mechanic, I would love to see it. So, I mean, it seems like an interesting idea, but I can't focus a deck behind that mechanic. I just can't find a way to tie it all together. So the next video you're going to see is most likely going to be a best of showing these 2 specific decks, because everyone knows what they are, but just I want to show some of the free-to-play players how to build them and put them together for that. And then after that, I'm going to be opening packs. I can't wait. War of the Spark will be out by that point in time, and I'm going to be holding off my recording intentionally so that I can open up about 100 packs of War of the Spark for you guys. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. We shall catch you next time. Again, like, subscribe, always helps the channel. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.